Let us move on with other important guests, starting with Edmonton Decor, followed by Sherwood Park.
It's my honor and privilege to rise today to introduce to you and through you to all members of the Legislative Assembly 7 guests here in recognition of the Ukrainian Canadian Civil Liberties Foundation CTO project, where 100 memorial plaques were unveiled across Canada on August 22, 2014 to mark the 100th anniversary of the implementation of the War Measures Act. One of the memorial plaques was unveiled, Mr. Speaker, in Edmonton Decor at the Ukrainian Youth Unity Complex. My guests are seated in the members' gallery, and I would ask them to please rise as I mention their names. Mr. Taras Podilsky, Chair, Ukrainian Youth Unity Complex, Unveiling Committee, and activist in recognition of the internment operations. Mr. Emil Ureniak, Chair, Ukrainian Canadian Congress, Internment, and assisted to coordinate the Canada Plaque Project. Mr. Jerry Birak, internee descendant of Mary Hancharuk Birak. She, Mr. Speaker, was the last survivor of all the camps across Canada. Mr. Eugene Herasimiu, posthumous. Mrs. Natalie Herasimiu, wife of Eugene Herasimiu. Mr. Adrian Herasimiu, son of Eugene Herasimiu. Mr. Andriy Herasimiu, president of the Ukrainian Canadian Civil Liberties Foundation and son of Eugene Herasimiu. Mr. Andrew Haladishevsky, QC, leader negotiator of the Federal Internment Readdress Agreement. Also unable to attend from Calgary, Mr. Speaker, were Ms. Helen Wilson, and Mr. Boris Sidorik. Both were activists in recognition of the internment operations. Mr. Speaker, I would now ask the Assembly to please provide the traditional warm welcome to my guests. Thank you.